Right guys, I want to give you something to think about. When things are going really, really well, it's easy to make progress. We can all do it. It's when things go to shit where we struggle. So if you set your expectation that we are going to train 3 times a week, we're going to go out for a walk every single day, we're going to prep all our food, we're going to eat well, and when everything goes well, that's easy to do. Anyone can do that. When things go bad, that's when we don't have time for the gym. That's when we don't tend to eat well. That's when we kind of, all those little things that we get very, very good at just disappear. And then when we disappear and we have a bad week or a bad couple of weeks, we find it hard to get back on track. And that's where a lot of people struggle, is the getting back on track. So can we look at this in 2 different ways, or a different way? Let's set our expectation what a good week looks like, and let's also set our expectation what a bad week looks like. So then we know, if we're having a good week, this is what I know I can do, and this is what I can commit to. If we have that bad week, what is the best that you can do? It might just be that actually I can't get to the gym, but what I can do is I can focus and go all in on my food, or I can just make sure I eat well, or actually I'll just make sure I'm focused on moving a little bit better. Because I think if we set that expectation here, then when we're not achieving this, we're not going to beat ourselves up when we do this, because we can go, do you know what? Bad week, this is the week where I do this. Good week, this is where I can do this. And if we've got that kind of parameters that we can bounce between, we're going to find it a lot easier to break that down and think, actually, it's not been that bad. This is what my commitment can be at this moment in time. And then when things get better, or I have a better week, I can get back here, rather than just thinking, do you know what? Things have gone to shit. What's the point? I give up. And then we find it harder to get back on track. So don't think about what I can do on a good week. Think about what I can commit to on a bad week, and use that as your bare minimum to stay on track. And I promise you, if you look at it that way, you're going to find it a lot easier to get through those tougher weeks. You're welcome.